Stop! Wait a minute. Let me know what co-host you want to get on this show, the Devilishly Good Show, which is, of course, what I've been putting out here for the last 3 days, going across multiple platforms. My name's Elliot Brown. I am the host of the show, but I'm looking for co-hosts, just people to get on and have a chat, because I am wanting to cover subject matters and get people on that are interesting to find out all sorts of things, but devilishly good things that are going to be able to help you guys as well. And I don't just mean on a personal, professional level. I'm just going to cover all sorts of subjects. In fact, I want this to be a bit of an open forum. I want there to be engagement as well. So whether you are on Facebook or LinkedIn, YouTube, I'm not sure works, you can make a comment. Drop a comment below and let me know where you're watching from. Give me some love and show me spit it out. Let me know where you are watching from, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay, and also drop me a hello, say hi. Let's get a comment onto the screen if there's something you want to cover as well. Now, of course, we've been talking about overwhelm a little bit this week, and I've covered a few little bits and pieces about how you can start your day off a little bit better. But it's not always about that. It's about not having having the right people around you as well. And I think that's really, really important. Now, I've learned, as you know, I talk about Clubhouse quite a bit, but I've learned from a Clubhouse and actually meeting people through there because, of course, the world was sort of not locked down completely, but, it was more difficult. So it was a great platform to be able to get to know people. It was been good to create a good network and like-minded people. I think that's really, really important. When you're sort of a solopreneur particularly, but also just in business anyway, because it's a pretty lonely place at times, right? So of course it's going out to the business, but in no way, it's good to talk to people anyway. And just in life generally, it's good to surround yourself with the right people. And that in itself can make you feel not so alone, particularly if you're a creative or you're a little bit different from people as well. And you're just, you stand out and you've always been a little bit different. And of course, a lot of entrepreneurs are like that. And a lot of creative people are like that. It's good to be different, right? We all want to be different, but it's good to surround yourself with the right people. Now, one thing I do want to say about the overwhelm, right? And this can go whether you work for somebody, whether you are in business, whether you're a solopreneur, whether you're starting, whether you just like to do lots and lots of things and you don't feel like you're getting anywhere. Maybe you've got big goals, big ambitions. I was talking about goals yesterday, about some goal setting as well. Now, I'm going to only do a few minutes this evening. I'm going to do another one tomorrow. And then next week, we're going to have some subjects as well. I'm going to do a little bit of a post before the show goes out. So I'm sort of wondering what sort of time you want that to go out as well. So let me know. But also, the things I want to talk about with regards to overwhelm is chunking your day down as well. Now, I spoke a little bit about, starting your day off right. And I also spoke about, I think, many of us is in a room today, about eating the frog, maybe then rather than doing a few things that make you feel good as well. Do you know what? You need to do things that are going to make you feel good and maybe do the tasks that you need to do as well. Now, a lot of people say, do the shit things you want to do first thing in the morning, get that out of the way. You know what? I don't know that I agree, and I'm not going to agree with everybody on these things. I think you need to do a few things that you like to do and then maybe tackle something you don't. But one thing I do want you to do is when you learn stuff, and whether you learn it from podcasts, whether you get it from audio books, whether you get it from listening to other people, soaking up information from others, whatever you do, is implementing things a little bit at a time. And you want to be taking 2 or 3 of those things that you can implement friction free, that you can action, whatever it is that you can do that pretty easily. And that's pretty important, because if you can do that easily, friction free, and get that done and feel some sense of achievement, that's a really good way to go. Now, I can't say that I'm the best person to know about overwhelm, but what I do know is a bit about anxiety, all right? And I've touched base a little bit about this as well, and I've read a few things as well, and I can't really get any major answers as to how you deal with that, apart from a couple of things that we've spoken about this week as well. It's quite interesting because I want to know the sort of guests you want to get on, and I'm going to be getting people on here that are going to be talking about all sorts of different subjects, right? Because I actually prefer to ask questions than stand here and talk shit at you, right? Because I'm only talking from my ideas, and actually all I've got is what's in my head. But I am a creative, and I get triggered much better when I have a conversation with somebody else. I like to ask questions. I'm curious, I'm inquisitive, I'm creative, and so I like to ask questions. And in fact, I then realize when I'm asking questions, things that I know and I can bring into the conversation. Now, things with anxiety, right, it's a really weird thing. It's a horrible feeling. It's when you feel like you're going to get into trouble for something, or it just doesn't go away, and it's like that weird feeling in your pit of your stomach that's not going. It's definitely not excitement. It's worry. It's concern. It's like you're not sure. It's the unease, right? And there's obviously a few things you can do to get rid of this. I believe meditation and things like this, and obviously taking care of yourself and taking care of your health and eating well and doing exercise and breathing and drinking water, all of that good stuff. But that doesn't always work. You might not even be in the right frame of mind to do some of those things, because when you're in that anxious feeling, it's very, very difficult to get out of it, particularly when it's been going on for a long time and you've been maybe doing the same things over and over, feeding that bad wolf, as David the sales angel told me about. If you feed that bad wolf for too long, that's going to be the strongest that's going to be the strongest wolf. If you feed the good wolf, the white wolf, then the good is going to be good. Now, when you start feeding the bad all the time and you keep doing that, doesn't matter what you do, then that's the one that's going to prevail. And often that's the thing that creates that sort of anxiety, that overwhelm, that bad feeling. Now, I think one of the things you have to do is you've got to take a real good look at what you're doing and understand that's what you've been doing. And it's not going to change overnight. It's going to take a little bit of time, but you can't chip away a little bit at a time. But I'll speak to people. And I personally want to let you know that if you are feeling like that, I would love to help you. I would love to be able to talk to you and help you out, because I've dealt with it. I'm dealing with it. I've dealt with it in the past. I've dealt with it recently as well through things that have happened. And I don't know that I've necessarily got an answer, but talking to somebody is good, and I can definitely come up with some ideas that are going to be able to help you. But getting in your flow, getting into a position where you're doing things that you enjoy doing, that are good for you, that enrich you, that fill your cup, that's a good place to be, and that's where you should be. And if you can get to that stage, and how you get to that stage is really paramount in you doing really, really well and getting ahead in what you're doing. Now, that may be in a relationship, that may be in business, it may be a business, maybe you're working for somebody, it might mean you want to move up the ladder in what you're doing, maybe you want to change direction in what you're doing, you might want to go abroad and go and live abroad. Whatever it is, these things can create anxiety, anxious feelings, and I want you to do what you want to be able to do, so you want to get into flow. Now, I've got a few people in mind that I think are going to come on and talk about things like that, and we're going to have an open chat as well. So I want to be talking about these things. But please drop me a comment, send me a DM. A few people have sent me DMs, admittedly, but I want to hear about the sort of people you would like to get on. I'm going to be doing some longer shows. I'm going to be doing some lives regularly as well, but I'm also going to be doing some almost like podcast-based shows as well, which are going to be virtual. But I'm looking to be doing some in real life as well, IRL as well. So let me know the sort of guests that you would like to get on, the type of guest, the sort of people that you would like to hear from and learn from, and be entertained, edutained from as well, because that's really important. Because I don't want to just talk about business. I want to cover all sorts of subjects. In fact, I've got something on the cards that's going to be a late night version of something that's going to be very, very interesting. I'm really keen to do that. And a number of people say that I should be hosting shows and things like that, and that was the plan last year when I was doing tests and things like that. You go and check Essex Business Radio out. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up for now, but please let me know. I'm going to be doing these regularly. I'm going to be sticking to a specific time next week, which is probably going to be late morning, and then you've got the rest of the day to watch them, obviously on LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook as well. So thank you very much for spending a little bit of time with me. It's a little bit of a ramble, but I'm hoping there's a few things you can take away from it. And I really want to help you. So genuinely, if you are feeling overwhelmed, if you are feeling like anxiety, anxious, I might be able to help you with a few things or point in the direction of somebody who will, but I've definitely got a few things that are going to help you to deal with that, because I've taken this from others that have helped me, and it's good. And I think that's possibly because I push things, but also if you're feeling overwhelmed with your business and you want to know as well, then if you go to my Instagram, which is host_Elliot Brown, you go to my link tree. If you are feeling overwhelmed, there is a ebook in there, right? You can download that free of charge, and it's Reverse Overwhelm for Fast Results, the Devilishly Good Guide to Reversing Overwhelm for Fast Results. But also, I don't know whether you know about the business, but I provide VAs as well. And the whole purpose of that is we outsource to VAs as a business, because I now provide that for clients as well, because that is what really helps people to be able to move forward. Hand the stuff over to somebody else to do those things that you're really shit at doing, that you're really uncomfortable with doing, and then you can concentrate on the things that you love to do, that you should be doing, the income generating stuff, and that is what you want to be doing as well. So if you do want to do that, then there's a bit of a questionnaire. You can go over there as well. It's the top button if you want help with VAs to help grow, real VAs help you grow your business. Top button on my link tree, which is in my bio on Instagram. So you can go over there as well. If you want that link, I can give you that in the comments. So let me know. Other than that, I'm going to go for now, and I'm going to say thanks very much. Big love to you all. And I'm going to sign off. I'm going to say ciao for now. Orange cow. Have a great evening, morning, noon, or night, wherever you are. And I'm going to catch up with you tomorrow. Take care, and thanks.